Hi, this is Miss Dutchins, and I'm going to show you how to do a Wednesday Write. So Wednesday Writes is what we're going to do every Wednesday, and it's just a way for you to kind of flex your writing muscles, but it also is a way for me to get to know you throughout the semester. It's easier for me to get to know you in this platform just because a lot of people are more honest when they're not having to view the person face to face. So just know that I'm the only one who reads these, and it's kind of fun for me to read these. It's kind of a break for me, but it's also a break for you as far as uh, hard academic work. So just kind of have fun with this and answer them to your best ability. I'm going to go through each step of this though for anybody that's having trouble. So the first part of this is just telling you what number Wednesday Write it is, and this will be the opening message. Sometimes it'll say something different, but for the most part, it's just going to tell you hey, this is the Wednesday Write. This video right here is the video I'm making right now. It's just a how-to, so if for some reason you don't understand the Wednesday Write, you can always rewatch these as you go along. You'll write your first name, your last name, and your class period. And then each week you're gonna have this, and so you'll have a kind of 1 through 10, and you're just gonna tell me how you're doing this week. So you have not good, which is 1, and then you have amazing, which is 10. Most of you will fall in the middle. That's how I fall. But there might be a week that you're super stressed out, or maybe there's a week that you're doing really well. It actually really does help me with understanding how your week's going, because it helps me understand with assignments. Maybe you're having trouble with assignments and it's because you're really just having a rough week. So even though this is just a simple number line, it actually gives me a lot more information than you think. So your question will always be at the bottom, and it's going to tell you what to write. For instance, this one is about 2020. So it says 2020 was full of a lot of historic events, and the experiences you had during this time will be valuable to those who study the year 2020 and the global pandemic for years to come. Imagine you were being interviewed by someone writing about the year 2020. How would you describe it and your experiences? So primary sources are firsthand experiences of things that have happened in history, and a lot of time the people are interviewing people who have been there. Your experiences during this time are going to be valuable because they're firsthand experiences. You can describe what it was like to be in the middle of a pandemic, which people in the future will not be able to do, hopefully. So it's kind of historic, but it's also kind of, you get to tell me about what your year was like, because 2020 was different for all of us. So kind of just take it from that perspective. This is just an example question from the first one. Obviously, every Wednesday Write will have a different question, but this kind of gives you an idea of what some of the questions might be. Now your answer down here, you do have a character limit. So if you don't write a certain amount of words, so if I go like that and I try to turn it in, it says you need to write more than this in order to submit. Just know that will say that until you've reached the amount that you need to write. So if I keep just kind of typing the random words, and by the way, if you were to do this, you would not get your points. I'm not going to give you points for writing random words. I'm just using this as an example. But if I keep doing that, it shows you about how much you have to write. Okay, so you're more than welcome to write more, but this is about the minimum, so that's about 3 to 4 sentences if I were to write that in actual sentences. Please know that you will not get points if you just write a bunch of letters like I just did. You can try it, and then you'll just get low score. But it should be pretty easy to get 20 out of 20 points for this, as long as you're answering the questions, you're meeting the character limit, and you're filling out everything you need to and turning it in. These are easy points throughout the week, and they're also really helpful to me. Now, there are a lot of weeks in the semester, so 20 points a week might seem like a little bit on the low side, but if you count all the weeks we had, well, after 10 weeks, that's 200 points. So it's really important that you keep up with these because it is an easy way to kind of pad your grade book. Now, that's pretty much how you do the Wednesday Writes. Obviously, if you have any questions that are not answered by this video, you can always ask me in a Google Meet. But yeah, thank you for listening.